As you can see, man, in the clips, I am doing some work with this build. Listen, this build is so fun to play with, and I don't even have it maxed it. I think in them clips, man, I was an 85 or 86. So it's so much potential that I still got to go, man. I ain't put no cap breakers, no, I ain't maxed out nothing with my specialist yet. We ain't got no max plus ones, max plus twos, man. Listen, make sure you stick around. I'm gonna show the build early, and then I'm gonna just walk through it a little bit. If you want to go ahead and look at it and get up out of here, you can do so. But I suggest you stick around so I can show you what specialist I use, and so I can show you how I'm gonna end up using my cap breakers. Just a little breakdown and the baddest that I want and the method to the madness with this build. Make sure this build is gonna be good for rec, you know what I'm saying? Whether you playing random rec, you by yourself, you can do a little bit of everything, or whether you playing, you know, a little bit of the rec with a squad. But we're gonna make some comp builds, man. I got some smaller builds. Of course, I got a KD build. I do got some smaller centers that's gonna be more comp, more specialist type centers, man. But this build is so fun to play with, especially for a beginning build, and it's definitely something that's gonna be, you know, patch proof and gonna be able to last through the cycles. I'm really thinking so, because we made this upon the thresholds. But like I said, man, as you can see, we went center. We're gonna have 7'4". We're gonna go a 247 with the weight. We're gonna go 7'4" with the wingspan. Now with these badges, man, we're gonna start with the speed. We maxed out. I wanted to make sure this build had strength. I didn't want to be real weak, man. We're gonna go ahead. If you on PlayStation, make sure you press triangle. If you're on Y, if you're on Xbox, make sure you press Y so you can pull up, you know what I'm saying, the badges. That way you can see everything that's going on. I wanted to make sure that we get brick wall on go, and we get post lockdown, just in case people drop step, because even though we got a shorter wingspan, you know what I'm saying, or we ain't want to be weak, and we still wanted to be able to take, be able to drain some energy when it come to that brick wall. And I don't know if you paid attention, but right here we did make sure that I used 247, because if I do anything less or whatever, I was going to lose the strength. But I did want to have a 95 strength on this build. That way we can use cap breakers if necessary, and we can make that brick wall Hall of Fame, which we can we could potentially make it. We use +1 to make it legend after we use Hall of Fame for a cap breaker or whatever, some cap breakers, or we can just keep it at gold, use a +2, you know what I'm saying, and also make it legend. But I said I wanted to have 91. Of course, we got a 70 vertical on this build too, which is 7'4", which is gonna be crazy, man. Rebounds, right? I didn't want to go weak rebound. Of course, we went 92 rebound to get gold rebound chaser and gold box out beast. What I'm gonna do on this build, like I said, this is just my preference, and this is how I'm gonna use this build, because my 3-point so high, my mid range so high. I'm good with the shooting badges I'm gonna get from that. I might use like a +1 or something for that. But the specialist on this build that I'm gonna use is gonna be the rebound specialist. I should get it pretty quick, from playing My Career, Street Kings, you know what I'm saying, just online game modes. I should be able to get it pretty quick. And you can do a legend, with the 9280, you can do a legend rebound chaser, or you can do a legend box out beast, vice versa. Legend rebound chaser, Hall of Fame box out beast, Hall of Fame rebound chaser, legend box out beast, however you want to play it. But you can definitely use it that way. And while we talking about the rebounds, of course we're gonna go to the takeovers, and the takeovers also gonna boost rebounds. The rebound one I'm gonna use, I'm probably gonna end up using, I think it was I looked through it, I think it was Glass Gunner that I was gonna end up using, so I can get my defensive rebound maxed up to 85 when I max it out and get the activator. And I also put my 3-ball up and my mid-range up, so when I use this build, I'm definitely gonna get the token to be able to unlock this Glass Gunner, you know what I'm saying, which we still got a lot of takeovers up here that you can use, but that's just my preference of the one that I'm gonna use, so I definitely recommend that. Now when it comes to defense, man, because we got a short wingspan, we did not want to go with a low perimeter defense, so we went 88 defense so we can have gold defensive badges. As you can see, we got gold post lockdown, which is gonna be good for the drop step, you know what I'm saying. We got gold brick wall that it's gonna help us on the block, you know what I'm saying, to drain a little bit of energy just in case we run to a cheesy post score because of the short wingspan. And nothing, listen, this is the best thing. This is where the Wemby come from. Gold paint patroller. Paint patroller is the equivalent of on ball pest, you know what I'm saying, for perimeter. It's just like it's like the paint's on ball pest, you know what I'm saying. So of course we want that gold. We put them hands up, we're gonna make it difficult for the shot, and it's gonna boost our blocks because we got a 93 block, you know what I'm saying, to be able to get some blocks. Of course, because we're a 7'4", we ain't got that much speed to be able to high enough vertical to be able to get the high flying deny on gold, which we would have had it on gold if we was able to be 74 vertical. As you can see in one of them clips, man, we do got a little dribbling move. We fast enough, especially to be 7'4". You saw I got to the basket, man, just to move a little bit. We ain't no ball handler. We ain't gonna be a primary ball handler, but we want to be able to put the ball and match with that either 85 or when we got our takeover, of course it'll be like a 90 mid-range, that way we can shoot off the dribble to be able to hit them leaning shots, you know, because we're gonna shoot over everything, because ain't nobody gonna really be able to contest. We also want to do 40 speed with ball, just so we can get a normal dribble style to be able to move a little bit better. And 85 pass act. This is what I'm gonna do with this build at the beginning. I mean, this is my preference. What I would do. I've been playing with silver break start, and it definitely look good right now. But what I would do is put this to 85. Use my first 2 cap breakers to put this to 87. I mean, we'll put this to 87. That way we can get gold break starter, which is gonna be pretty good. 85 been treating me really good so far, so I'm really gonna see what I'm gonna do. But I'm definitely thinking about putting this to an 87. That way I can get, you know, gold break starter, because this will be a 5 build. You know what I'm saying? I got a 3s build, like I said, coming. Make sure you hit the sub button. Make sure you like this video. But I definitely got some more builds coming. This is specifically a 5s build, whether you playing rec, you know, with your team, or whether you playing rec by yourself solo, to be able to get some rebounds, help your team win, and still be able to score and dominate on offense. Now on to shooting. We got an 85 midi. We got an 89 3 ball, which is the highest 3 ball you can have. Of course, if we would have went like 7-2, we could have got a, you know, a 93 ball. But we're gonna go ahead and be good enough to have gold. Would have silver dead eye. We're gonna have silver limitless range, which is crazy, you know, especially on the 7-4. And then we're gonna have set shot specialist. Of course, I probably use, you know, a few +1s or +2s for these instead of specializing it. I'd rather specialize in my rebound. That way I can get legend rebound, because I'm not gonna have 99 rebounds. So we at least be able to compete with people, you know, that's gonna have 99 rebound in the future, or 96 rebound in the future, or whatever, that's gonna have gold or gonna have Hall of Fame or a legend badge. So, you know, we wanted to make sure we can use +1s on shooting. I might do, you know, specialists to use maybe one of my +1s to make that Hall of Fame. I don't know yet, but, you know, we definitely could, you know, explore them options. Of course, I do use the free throw, you know what I'm saying, the 70. I've been cashing. Of course, I use KD for my free throw, so I've been cashing with that, so that's good enough, you know what I'm saying, to be able to hit consistently in the rec. Now, when it comes to finishing, man, you can see we got an 86 close shot. I didn't put 2, but we do got enough to get some standing dunks, especially tall. If we got position, we'll definitely dunk the ball, you know what I'm saying, even without rise up, just because of our height alone. We got enough, you know, to get some, you know, get some rim grader type dunk packages. That way, if we on a fast break, we can dunk. As you see, when I beat the dude off the dribble, I did get the dunk, you know what I'm saying, as long as I'm in front of. We ain't dunking on nobody, but we definitely gonna flush it when necessary. We got a 61 layup, and we got an 86 mid-range, I mean, an 86 close shot. The reason I did 86 close shot, and we got paint, you know, paint prodigy on silver, and we got float game on gold, which is really good, especially because we are only, with that low layup, we can only get, you know, certain layup packages. But of course, you know, you can use cap breakers to boost that up to like a 70 or whatever, because the lower your attributes, the higher, you know, you get when it comes to your cap breakers. But I probably won't do that. I probably leave that layup the same and just keep my close, you know, keep my close shot up, because if I'm gonna lay it up, if I'm under the rim like that, either I'm gonna run and lay it up, you know what I'm saying, and get an easy dunk because I done blew past somebody, or if I'm right up under the rim, I'm gonna go ahead and score. If I'm like at the elbow area and I can't shoot the midi, I'm just gonna pass it out. But 86 is definitely a good close shot. Man, with that being said, man, this 7-4 build is definitely the first of its kind, because this is the first time 2K ever put 7-4 builds in here, man. So it is no other way than to start off the year, man, with the first ever Wemby build. As you can see, Wemby is the first shade in this build. Vlade Divac and Kristaps Porzingis. We got a 2-way dime popping crashing, man. Listen, thank y'all so much for the love. Make sure you tune in, because we will be bringing some gameplay, you know what I'm saying, with multiple different builds. I got a KD build that's coming. If you thought this one was good, yeah, that KD build is crazy, man. So make sure you hit the sub button. Make sure you like, because the likes definitely help out. I will bring the animations that I was using in this build, you know what I'm saying. I will bring the animations and, you know, the dribble moves, the jump shot. I will bring all of it in, man. Make sure you leave 25 likes, man. 25 likes for that, and I definitely would be dropping it for y'all, man. Thank y'all so much for love. We out.